So Dean, we've come to see your farm today.
Yeah.
We're in Bristol.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just give us a bit of a background to the farm and who helps you here.
We are a spring calving herd. We run about 350 cows, crossbreeds. We're family owned. It's a family owned farm. There's me, my 2 daughters, and my herdsman that works on the farm. And we also run a livery yard. So one of my daughters is full-time on the livery yard and part-time on the farm. And then the other ones, so yeah.
Okay. So a while back you were all year round calving, is that right?
Yeah. So probably 7 years ago now, we were all year round calving. And we decided to go to spring block because my brother decided he didn't want to carry on milking cows anymore. So we took the decision to pay my brother out, and we went spring block and to sort of carry on for the future.
Yeah. So your cow type probably didn't suit for your spring?
No. We had too many autumn calvers at the time, so we sourced Grass Tech. That's why we went to Grass Tech to try to get the cows that we needed to get the spring block, a bigger spring block to start with. So
yeah. Okay.
That's what we did.
Very good. So no regrets moving to spring calving?
No,
anyway?
no, I love it. I love spring calving. I think it's great. You get it. It's manic for a couple of months, but once that's done, then you can get on then and just produce the milk and milk the cows. And it helps with the staff as well because you don't need. It's an easier system. You've got those sort of 5 or 6 months where the cows are out in the grass and you just got to milk them and it's done. It's all routine sort of work so it works really well.
And it's very much a family operation here.
Oh,
your wife and your 2 daughters.
Yeah. Wife, 2
involved.
daughters. Yeah, very heavily involved. Yeah. So,
which is a huge help in a family farm and.
Oh yeah, massive help. Yeah. We'd be lost without the 3 of them, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
So it's always handy to shout at somebody to stand in the gateway if nothing else.
It is, yeah, it is for sure. So I would say it's a simple system you're running here anyway.
Yeah.
You keep it simple.
Yeah. We do about 7,000 litres a cow, so and about 4,000 litres off of homegrown forage,
okay.
So grass and silage. So
good.
It would just cake through the parlour and nothing else. So,
yeah,
it's very, very simple.
So you don't use a lot of automation?
No.
You're not a believer in that?
No. I know if I'm not a believer in it, I've just never done it, so we've never had to use it.
But
so
you keep it simple for a reason, and you feel that works for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
Yeah.
So
I try to produce a lot of milk on the simple feed in a simple system.
Yeah, 7,000 litres is a good output anyway.
We've done about 2.2 million last year.
Right.
Milk, so.
Okay. So who are you supplying milk to?
We're now supplying to Yo Valley through First Milk, so it's a regenerative contract. So.
Okay.
Good.
Great. Good. So we'll have a look around here today anyway and see your milk and your facilities and your grazing. So.
Yeah, no problem.
Great. So Dean, I suppose with environmental regulations, you had to put in a slurry store and get things right there.
Yeah, so we basically had the Environment Agency come in and they said what we were doing we couldn't do anymore. So we were spreading our manure every day, storing a bit, but spreading most of it every day, so we had no storage. So so we had to put the separator in to get like capacity of more storage.
Yeah.
So and the tower. And it's a big costly job. It's a good job now. It's up and working.
Yeah. So how long is the tower in?
About 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And roughly capacity?
700,000 gallons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we separate, like obviously you can see what we're separating as well. So,
yeah. So all your slurries come into here. You're scraping in here with your tractor.
Tractor.
Yeah.
Everything comes into the reception pit now.
Yeah.
That's why I got the 2 scraper tractors.
Yeah.
So everything's coming in through these doors into here. And this is agitated and then pumped up into the
the
slurry, into the store.
So you're bedding your cows with straw. Is there a challenge with straw and separators, or?
Oh yeah, it's very challenging. It can be. It's just
they don't like each other. Maybe.
No, they don't like each other at all.
Yeah.
But it's been quite good. This one was recommended to us to buy, but we had challenges when we put it in. But we more or less got it going now. But what we're finding is you need to stir it more in the pit.
Yes.
That's why we put the tractor stirrer in.
Yeah.
So we give it. You can see now there's a bit of a carpet on the top. So really small that I want stirring up, and as long as you stir it, and it's all about getting the slurry stirred before it goes through the separator.
Okay.
But these are okay, but they're not powerful enough to stir this, especially when we don't get like this spring we've had a wet time, haven't we? But when it was dry, like last year, and we had that real dry spring, it was just a nightmare.
Yeah.
But when the cows are out, we don't separate because there's nothing to separate.
Okay.
So it's like the cows don't go into cubicles or anything then, so they're just in. So 4 or 5 months of the year, it's just literally green slurry and it just goes straight into the tower line.
I see.
So it's ideal then. So all winter we got to pull out and this stuff you can just stack and spread it when it's dry. So
And is it helping with your capacity separating, do you think, in terms of taking that solid out?
Oh, double it.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least double it. When we've done the figures, it was massive what we'd have to have.
Yeah.
And what you end up with is a tower full of slurry. you haven't got much. There's not much. You know, there's a little bit of crust on there, but nothing. You just stir it and it can all go out, like, you know. So it's really good.
Okay.
Definitely, like, contractors like it because they can put it straight through the pipes, like, you know. So it's a good job.
Yeah. So you're using a generator then, I see, as
yeah,
well?
Yeah, that's because we're on a single phase.
Yeah.
So we're not on three phase. So if we were on three phase, we'd be able to use the, you know, but obviously because we ain't got the power here.
Yeah.
We couldn't afford to put three phase in just to run it. So we just put a generator on it and that runs it.
Yeah, she's on as you need it.
Yeah. We just run it. Basically, we run it. We start scraping about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then about 2 o'clock, he's nearly done, and we switch him off.
Okay.
Can't wait for the weekend. Gonna dive off the deep end. No, I don't need a reason, lose control. Pour me a glass, I toss it back. Forget responsibility. It's hard to be 23 and don't know what's in front of me. Sleep is for the dead, not looking for comfort. Rather be a wreck than just be another. Plus it's better that wheels will do anything to feel like I'm not growing up. Sleep is for the dead, not looking for comfort. Rather be a wreck than just be another. Plus it's better that wheels will do anything to feel like I'm not growing up. Wake up, it's a Monday morning. Life really shouldn't be so boring. Nothing is really that important, just let go. Pour me a glass, I toss it back, forgetting my reality. It's hard to be 23 and don't know what's in front of me. Sleep is for the dead, not looking for comfort. Rather be a wreck than just be another. Plus it's better that wheels will do anything to feel like I'm not growing up. Sleep is for the dead, not looking for comfort. Rather be a wreck than just be another. Plus it's better that wheels will do anything to feel like I'm not growing up.
So, and in the afternoons, the bit we get in the afternoons, we don't get too much.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So that's all we get, like, really.
Okay. So your cows come in anyway from the tracks here?
Yeah. Come in this. They go right out to the road this way, and they go out that way and all the way up. So that's it. So
okay. So we'll just walk.
What you know, blown away.
So this is part of your doubles up as your feeding area and your collecting yard.
That's right.
As they come in.
Yeah. So they all come in up this way, or through that door there.
Yeah.
And just come in and munch around and feed away. Obviously this time of year, we're like, because it's so wet, we wouldn't even feed half so much. We wouldn't be hardly feeding any silage this time of year.
Yeah.
It's only because they're coming back in sort of 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the day for an hour or two.
Okay. So you have 2 yard scrapers.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, which is unusual.
Yeah, not many. We get a lot of comments about our 2 yard scraper. Just because we're scraping slurry so far.
Yeah.
So you've got to imagine we've got to go all the way back round down there in the winter when we got that shed full up as well. So all the slurry comes up round and they get a bit of a routine. One starts up here and one starts here, and it's sort of all it's fine if you've got the labour.
Yes, yeah.
But they're quite easy tractors to drive. And I've usually got like an apprentice or somebody kicking about, so it just gives them something to do, jump on another tractor. So,
right, good.
And when one breaks down, you can always get on the other one.
Yeah, no, that's good. And say you have, do you do that twice in the winter?
Yeah,
during the day,
twice a day in the winter.
Yeah, okay.
Only one in the afternoon now.
Okay.
Yeah, but twice, like this time of year, we scrape it like just once, and that's it. Like
twice when in the
twice when they're in all the time.
Yeah, good.
Most of the cows when they come in sort of November, we start to dry off. So you get to November, December, like most of them are dry. So it's a different sort of. The pressure's not on, is it? Because you're not chasing the milk.
Yeah.
So it just sort of all works, like
Okay.
And
your feed bins?
Yeah.
Happy with them?
Yeah, they work quite well. Yeah.
Feed a lot of cows, I suppose, in a short area.
Yeah. So we're feeding a lot of cows. So sort of 300 plus cows come in.
Yeah.
But like in the winter, when it's only this time of year they're all together, because in the winter they spread out through. We've still got a few dries in there now, but and we just give them another cubic house because the cows come in. They're going out in the moment. They're going out at night to feed the grass, but by about sort of 10, 11 o'clock, they're coming back in.
Okay.
So they sort of tend to wander back in themselves. Like.
Okay.
When I come over to check the calvers, I usually shut the door, have a quick look around the fields, and just shut the gate on them, like, you know.
Yeah. So it's about 11 o'clock today, say in early April, and the weather's still challenging.
Yeah.
Say, are your cows going to come in?
Yeah,
soon
they're coming
yeah.
about 1 o'clock, I expect.
Yeah.
So,
I see. Yeah.
And then they just come in and mill round, and then we milk them, and then they go out again. Like, so,
Yeah.
Yeah. Ideal.
So you keep a simple system, it's fair to say.
Really simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's obviously
Yeah.
something you've lived by over the years.
Yeah. We try to keep everything like really basic, really, if we can, basic as we can, and just everything so easy to do. And if anything goes wrong, you can just carry on again. Like, you know, you're not really waiting on anyone else to come in to sort of fix anything. You know.
Automatic scrapers or anything like that.
No automatic scrapers.
Yeah, no matter how good the salesman is, you won't be buying.
No.
Yeah.
I'm always like, you're always like. It's always a battle, isn't it? Like, because we're farmer owned and we owe a lot of money to the bank, so you've always got to really limit what you're spending the money on.
Yeah.
So you always look at your cows and your certain stuff you got to spend money on, haven't you?
Yeah.
You just try to keep it simple.
And like your repayment capacity has been put into land.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've bought a lot of land in the past, and a lot of cows and tracks and all sorts of systems, and we've put a lot of roofs up. All this came with the separator. So when the environmental agency visited, we had to like sort of limit so we put the roofs up to limit the slurry we had, and that's how come we got away with the tower and the separator, and it was all worked out on with the roofs we could put up and stuff, like, you know. So.
Okay. So bedding anyway, so you're straw bedded?
Yeah, all straw bedded, yeah.
So you've obviously been doing that a long time, have you?
Yeah. Always been on with the straw, yeah.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, it's okay. That's challenging as well, you know, but we went to sawdust at one time and shavings and stuff, but what we found is we could buy the straw now, store the straw, and then you've got it, haven't you? You know, you buy it in the summer and you've got it all winter. Yeah. It's quite challenging to get up here in the winter sometimes. So.
Is straw plentiful in the area?
It's not too bad, you know. Everybody can bring something in, can't they, with a lorry and stuff. So.
Yeah. Do you mix any lime through it or anything like that?
No, nothing like that at all, no.
So you have a straw chopper, I see?
Yeah. You just chop it. And this at the moment, straw's been it's quite expensive at the moment, so we just do them every other day. Okay. But when they're in the winter, we just like do them every day, like, you know.
Yeah.
So. Good.
So this leads.
They're not in long at the moment. So.
Yeah. This leads to your collecting yard then.
Yeah. This is a collecting yard up here. So obviously all the cows come through this way. You come on up round.
How long is the parlour built?
23 years the parlour's been in.
Yeah.
23, 24 years. I know that because I had my daughter, she was a baby.
Yeah.
So I remember how old she is. I remember how long it's been in. Obviously this was open, this collecting yard, but we built this when we built the tower up. So we put it all in. Obviously we shut this gate here. And this cows roll up in. Yeah. And then come on through.
Cow flow's okay, is it? When
really
they come around,
good.
they get used to it?
Yeah, really good. Yeah. Yeah, we get quite good cow flow.
Yeah.
But we don't let them come through this way. If you let them come through this way, they all face the wall. So we shut that gate and let them roll up round, come on through. So we can put about 120 for an hour, something like that.
Yeah, so two in a parlour.
Yeah, two always have. You want two in there really, especially if you're pre-spraying, because we post-spray. So in one sprays, one wipes, and then you've seen this morning in the routine. Yes. You know, it's quite good, but it's nice to have two really, because it just speeds it all up, like, you know.
So 24 unit?
Yeah, 24 unit.
Waikato?
Yeah, Waikato, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the original clusters and original parlour that we put in.
So automation-wise, what's in it? It's you've no cluster movers?
No cluster removers, no. Just put them on, that's it, nothing. There's nothing in there at all.
Yeah.
Then we just pulled pig feeders to feed them.
Yeah.
So once again, real simple stuff, like, you know.
So batch feeding, is it pull 4 or 5 together?
That's it, yeah. It does 2, 6, 6, 6, 4.
Okay.
Don't ask me why. But
so 2 at the front, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
4 at the front, 2 at the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nice and simple.
Yeah.
Nice to keep clean as well.
Yeah. And the pit is not too wide either, it's quick enough moving left and right.
Yeah, we didn't ever, this was designed on our old pit and the old parlour we had originally. So we talked about pit widths and pit depths, and we just went for what we had and thought it was quite good.
Low maintenance parlour.
Yeah, very good. Very pleased with it.
Yeah.
Perhaps ACRs, perhaps in the future, but generally, you know, seems to be the thing now, doesn't it? ACRs and cluster wash and all that sort of stuff. But the more like the cell count and the more stuff you've got to do, the more you've got to look at what you're doing and the time and stuff like that, like, really.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Your breast rail then, adjustable breast rail?
Yeah.
Do you move it much in the year?
No.
Pretty much fixed.
Yeah, pretty much fixed.
Yeah.
We've just moved it, tightened it up. With the heifers, we've just had calf in are a little bit smaller.
Right.
So. But generally, they mix in quite well. If you get 10 heifers coming up front, sometimes they push up, but generally, most of the time, it's pretty good. Like.
Yeah. Scissor gates then.
Yeah, scissor gates. Yeah.
A fan?
What's that?
Are you a fan?
Yeah, very good
like
actually. Yeah. I quite like it. Yeah.
They're the original gates, are they?
Yeah.
They've lasted a long time.
Yeah. All good. Yeah. I didn't like not having a back bar on the back because they were originally like saying put 26, 27 cows come in and push them up, but I like to have that shut off the back bar, so we put those back bars in just to shut them off. Like. So.
Okay.
It was a good job.
Yeah, so we're what, 4 or 5 weeks from draft, or from 4 or 5 weeks from breeding? So
that's it.
Drafting, how'd you do it?
Well, we shut the gates. Want me to show you?
Yeah.
So we shut these gates like this, and that creates a little pen at the front. These windbreaks are on here from the original when we didn't have the building on the front.
Okay.
So we could shut the doors when it was cold.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it, those pop through there. And it's really so simple as pull the lever. So as they come through, the guy at the front just stands there and sorts them out. Pulls the lever, pushes them through into the yard.
Yeah.
And then we do the gates out the back. Out the front to give the cows more flow. So what we find, if you're only trying to put like, if you've got 10 or 20 and you're trying to put them in the pen, you want to let the cows flow on round into the other yard so they can go.
Yeah.
If you try to hold them, you know, but when we're drafting, that's the cows coming through and that's the cows going out, so it sort of drafts on through, like, you know.
Yeah. So you have a spring on that to help you as well, have you?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Just a spring up there, and that works the gate, moves the door.
Yeah.
And they just flow through. It works really well, actually.
Yeah.
Really pleased with it. Obviously, these gates, this gate comes round. So that gives you your pen.
Yes.
And then we shut that. And then the cows that you're splitting off can go round into that yard and through that door, and then that works. And then you got we got a cattle race over here, and the crush is in here.
Okay.
So that goes that way. That opens like that. We just chain that one to there.
Okay.
And then obviously this is all shut off.
Yeah.
And then the cows flow through, and then the race is over there.
Okay.
So those two gates shut, and then you got your cows out here waiting, and then you just drive them into there and serve them and stuff. So it works really well. Like,
do you serve once a day?
Yeah. It's in the mornings. Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the mornings. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that works quite well.
So I see you plenty of silage.
Yeah, we have plenty of silage, but we always make plenty of silage. So we always want plenty of silage for the dry summers we seem to get now. So with sort of 300, 350 cows, you want to have plenty of silage kicking about, because if you get a dry summer, you've got to be able to feed them, haven't you? So, but we also grow a lot of bales, so we fed a lot of bales this year to the dry cows. So it works quite well, really.
So you're 900 feet above sea level.
Yeah, real high. Yeah.
Okay. So you suffer from droughts, and maybe you get a lot of rain
I'd
here
say
too.
we get a lot of rain, but I wouldn't say we suffer from droughts. We get because it's always like a bit foggy or a bit misty in the morning, so we don't really get. We're quite green most of the year, like, you know. But it's a real grass growing farm, really.
Yeah.
The right management, you can, like, you know, you got to be quite keen with your slurry and your fertiliser, but like it's pretty good grass growing, like, you know, crunchy. But it's always like that September, October time as well. We get that like damp time, so we always get, even though it can get a real nice dry time, you can get that like we get that bit of damp in the morning. Basically, it's fog, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Any idea what rainfall you have here in a year?
Oh, I'm not really.
Yeah.
No.
Enough.
Yeah. Plenty.
Too much.
Too much.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good. We're very similar to Wales.
Right.
So that when you watch the weather forecast, that Wales comes across. We come across there.
Yeah. So no auto wash anyway either.
No, just a hot wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just do the hot wash, and then cold wash afterwards and stuff like that. Like so. And we got 2 milk tanks.
Yeah, all electric heating for your water.
Yeah, all electric heating. Used to be diesel actually when we first started, but that's like the remains of an old boiler. So we used to have like an old fire flame boiler. You used to turn the button on, fire it up. But this is all hot water now, so it's all electric now, so it's all good.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Great. So you have 2 tanks?
Yeah, 2 tanks. 8,000 and 9,000 litres.
Yeah.
Obviously at the moment we're getting picked up, I don't know why, we're getting picked up every day.
Yes.
So yeah, so we're just using the one tank at the moment, but
Okay.
that's only because they're paying us for the every other day, but we're just getting picked up every day for the milk round. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, how far is your milk going to?
Not far at the moment.
Yeah.
Just down the road. So yeah,
Okay.
Blagden, I think. So
Okay.
not too far.
Yeah. So it's Yeo Valley, is it?
Yeah, Yeo Valley. We're on the Yeo Valley contract. Yeah,
Okay.
it's all new, so I don't know too much about it. So yeah, but yeah, Yeo Valley with First Milk. So First Milk organise the transport, but they sell the milk to Yeo Valley. But
Okay.
we're basically our milk's going to Yeo Valley.
So you were saying there's a big emphasis there on
Regenerative.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all about regenerative farming. So yeah, they seem to be wanting us to do lots of stuff to like create a green marketplace for the milk. So yeah, it's quite good. It's all, but we were doing lots of it anyway because we're like all year, like we try to get the cows out most of the time.
Yeah.
And you know we're grazing, paddock grazing, and you know we got lots of trees, hedges, and so it sort of made sense for us to go on it really because we're already doing most of it anyway.
Okay.
So it sort of made sense for us to get paid for doing what we were doing.
Yeah, and potentially a bonus as well. Get
Yeah.
paid a bonus to do it even
So
as well.
quite good. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So it looks quite promising. Hopefully for the future.
Yeah,
So
good.
hopefully.
Great.